take a picture of this old fart sitting here.
Having coffee.
Suppose you could make it out of...
Just hanging out with Richard.
Yeah, Christmas. My hair is gray. Wow, it's white now. Jeez.
It is. It's going to be Christmas
I
soon.
wear my hat so I don't have to comb it.
Me too. Me too.
Take it off and it just
Yeah.
looks like I just came in a windstorm.
Yeah, that's what my hair is probably looking like right now, walking in the rain. It still gets wet even though I use the umbrella. But,
They had some really cool Christmas shirts and stuff I've never seen before on the phone. 50% and 70% off, you know.
yeah.
But it's like a whole shirt. And it's all like Santa Claus or a Christmas tree or whatever. It's really nice. I was thinking of getting a couple of those for the kids for Christmas or something. It'd be like
Yeah.
Christmas pajamas or
Christmas
something.
pajamas. I think that's
You know.
awesome. Yeah.
Just kinda-
Wow.
How long does your phone record for? I mean,
I could record for a while if I want to.
Really?
I'm just, like that I get to hang out with you and, just embracing the moment of
I
where
bought
we
two
got
of
the meat
those,
heater here.
remote controlled helicopters at Costco.
Oh my gosh.
They weren't expensive. They weren't cheap, but they weren't expensive.
Yeah.
It's for beginner to media, learning how to fly it,
Okay.
but it's got its own hovering ability to it. It hovers automatically and it lands automatically if you want it to. And also it's got a camera on it so you can, its range is like 400 feet, so you can go like 400 feet
you
up
know
in the
how to
air and
fly
take
it?
pictures of, what's over you. And
And you can fly it?
Yeah. And
Whoa.
they're like $49, so.
Oh
I
my
bought two of
gosh.
them. There's those two hummingbirds.
Oh.
There's the one brown one. See the red neck on it?
Hummingbird in the tree.
He's so red you can see him. Turn around to the bird feeder.
Well, my phone's filming
Oh, you already
backwards.
did? Oh. Yeah, he just took off again.
What are you planning to do with your drones or helicopters?
Just play with them.
Yeah.
I've heard that Craig can use one out at his place on Vashon because he can take a picture of
Nice.
his whole 10 acres with him.
Ooh. That's
Put
going
him
to be
up in the
cool.
aerial view. Here comes our bird back. Well, he disappeared again.
Yeah, they're
And the other one I bought for myself, just to play with.
Yay, good. You needed a toy to play with.
Well, he can go up and go, let me see, should I get up and clean my roof? Well, let me see. Yeah, better go up and clean it. There he is. That's the red one.
Oh, yeah.
When
He's over
I
there.
don't know what he does.
He's right there.
Fast their wings flip, but it's just a,
Like
So fast you can't even see it.
1,500 beats a second, I think.
just
it's
unreal.
like unreal.
back into the tree again.
Yeah. Oh, and what a great day that we have today out here at Richard's house. Oh, the deck is slippery with my shoes. I just got to show how beautiful. So pretty this morning, today. Hi, Ernie.
Sitting out here, but got to the point where you couldn't move without knocking something over, so.
Too
had to
much
bend it out a
stuff.
little.
Yeah, what'd you do with all the stuff?
Just got rid of it.
Yeah. Did you call the junk truck that comes and...
Hang on to stuff for so long before you finally go, okay,
Yeah, that's a
time to
good
give it
plan.
to somebody else, let somebody
Right.
else play with it,
Yeah.
enjoy something, so.
Oh. Well, the coffee is spectacular. Thank you for the coffee.
Yeah, wow, that's hot. Wow.
Ooh, yeah, so good. Yeah, that's the metal cup,
They hold it so hot for
like
so long.
a thermos. Well, it needed to be hot because it is pretty chilly out this morning. Lucky we got the heater right there.
That's been the greatest little heater, I'll tell you. I've had it for years.
It's really cool, and you
open
just
up
put it
both of
right
them,
on
turn it
the
high,
propane there.
Literally melt you right out of your chair.
Yeah.
It says on the plaque on it that you can use it inside, but I won't do it because You just Lyria carbon monoxide or something, you know.
Yeah,
But
it's.
it says you can burn it inside as
Wow.
long as you've got a little breeze or ventilation.
I've never seen one like this before.
Yeah, they've got the round
And
ones.
it's got a
but they're-
dual on there, which is pretty exciting.
This thing here, you turn it up. That's as low as I can go on it.
Okay.
And I had to block off one burner because it got too hot, you know.
Yeah. Oh. So, how long did you say that you lived here again in this area?
We're right
this
here
house?
since 1966 or 67.
Whoa. You've seen a lot come and go, and
Oh,
coyotes and bears and.
we used to have pheasant and quail and everything.
Whoa.
It wasn't uncommon to have deer in their backyard in the middle of the afternoon, you know. But
Yeah.
now there are all these houses around here. There's not much woods left for them, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want you to give away all your good stories, you know, but I kind of do, because I was thinking about how you rode your motorcycle
Yeah.
across the country.
Yeah, oh yeah.
How old were you when you did that? That was out of the service?
I've done a couple
or-
of things that I wanted to do just because I could.
Yeah.
I used to fly. I mean, I used to have my pilot's license. That was
Yeah.
years ago. I couldn't even get certified now. I'm too old. But went to Bermuda and rented a plane for 2 days, which cost a small fortune, way more than I should have spent, and flew it across the Bermuda Triangle,
Oh my gosh.
only because of all the stories you heard about the Bermuda
You
Triangle.
had
It
to do it.
fascinated me. But as it was, I
Whoa.
went on my flight. It was nothing irregular, but it's like I wanted something to occur, you know,
Right.
but it didn't. And then, good morning.
Good morning.
Then went to, yeah, I rode our bikes to one time to Maine,
Whoa.
and the other time from, we left Wenatchee. And
Who were
flew
you
to-
with? One of your buddies or
Yeah,
some
just
of your buddies?
a couple of bike buddies at the time.
Nice. Bike buddies.
And rode all the way to across the United States to Florida, to Pensacola, Florida.
Oh my gosh. What kind of
Visited
motorcycle?
a friend. Mine was not that big of a bike. It was a Honda 754,
Okay.
but I had it all dressed out with all the everything you could put
the
on
bells
it. You
and the
know.
whistles.
And for my
yes.
weight, you know, it was great. I didn't need a big Harley or anything
Okay.
to do what I wanted to.
Right.
750cc 4-cylinder was more than enough, you know. In fact, it kind of put their bikes to shame.
Nice.
And it had the big gas tank on it, and they were always running out of gas, and I always had to siphon some of mine out to get them that extra 10 miles to get gas or something.
Whoa.
So yeah, that was, but yeah, we just strapped our sleeping bags and a couple of small 2-man tents on the back and fishing poles and a little bit of camping gear and headed cross country, you know.
Wow. Adventure
Went
is
through,
out there.
Yeah, went through on Route 66, ran on that just because, you know, just because we wanted to.
Yeah.
Ended up coming back into Las Vegas, and then from Las Vegas up to Reno, and from Reno up through the hills up to home here, you know.
Yeah. That's amazing. And then when you got back, that's when you met your wife on roller skates? She was on the roller skates?
No, I know her long before that, before I even went in the Navy. She was just a cute little thing. And she was a bellhop working at the A&W root beer stand, and
A&W.
they served your stuff and stuff on roller skates and stuff at the time.
Man, that's amazing.
And I went in the Navy. We kind of broke it off a little bit. My mind was in other places, and
You had to grow up a little, probably.
yeah. And came back, and then she found me. The first job I got was working at an all-night gas station someplace after I got out of the Navy, and she just started pulled in for gas one time, and Norma Jane, Richard, blah, blah, blah. That started it all over again.
Yeah.
First thing you know, she's bringing me milkshakes and hamburgers and stuff like
Oh,
that.
she knew where
From
you're-
there,
Yep.
that was it. Yeah, she threw the hook out there, and I was like a fish on the water, you know.
Yeah, you're gonna feed me? Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
and then time went on,
and then you had 3
50.
kids or 4 kids?
2 boys.
2 boys.
Yeah,
2 boys.
and
Yeah. Wow.
yeah, time went on, and we were together for 58 years, and
Whoa.
started dating each other. Not dating, but puppy love, boyfriend, girlfriend, when we were like 14 years old,
Wow.
and we were together basically ever since, you know.
Yeah.
So 90% of our lives, you know.
90%. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's beautiful. Because
Well, we didn't have nothing left to argue about. I already knew she was going to win at the bottom end anyway.
she was gonna win.
Yeah. It always ended up swinging into her favor somehow.
Whoa. Well,
A strong-minded girl.
I think that's how it was at my mom's house too. My mom and dad's. Mom always won.
Yeah, you walk away from an argument and you go, well, I won that one. But she always had a way of turning it around somehow.
That's cute.
I'm like, no, don't spend the money on that. We don't need it. First thing you know, there it was. You know?
Yeah.
She always made the good choices, though.
Oh, yeah. So what would you say if there's a newlywed getting married? What would your words of advice be?
For a long marriage, you mean?
I don't know, just a newlywed, like people just got married. Let's say your grandson just gets married. Would you give him, and you're at the toast, you're at the wedding. What advice would you give him?
Oh,
It's kind of a
when
hard
we got
question.
married, as we were in the back of the church, she said, you have to make me a promise. And I said, okay. And this is before we were going out to say I do and everything. And she says, you got to make me a promise. And I says, well, what is it? You know, and she says, you got to promise you'll never hurt me or beat me up or mistreat me physically in any way, you know. And I go,
That's a
no
good
problem,
promise.
you know.
Yeah.
I said, now you can make me a promise. And he goes, well, what's that? I said, never, ever interfere with my fishing or what I spend on it or how much I go fishing, you know.
Oh,
And she promised that, so.
Is that the word of a true fisherman?
Yeah, I mean, that was, you know, I'm going fishing. Well, I know you're supposed to do the yard. I ain't going to do the yard. I'm going fishing. Goodbye. And that was supposed to be the end of the conversation, but most of the time it wasn't. You know.
Oh, that was where the
All right,
hang
I'll
up
just
was.
do it myself. And then she'd make me pay for it somewhere down the line.
Right. Nice.
Okay, I'll go out and rake
Well-
and cut the yard and everything, but before I'm done, I'm going to go to the store and buy myself a new dress or some damn thing. And I don't know. She had her ways of getting even.
I see.
He was a sweetheart.
Yeah. Oh.
Strong-minded, very smart. Never had to worry about money. As long as I gave her my paycheck, she took care of everything else. Never had to worry
Aw.
about what was in the bank or anything else, you know.
Yeah.
Her bills were being paid or nothing. She had her system and she did it her way, you know.
It was a good legacy. You were proud to be married to her. You
Yeah,
knew she was
no.
there for you, and you
Wow.
were there for her.
Like I say, over the years, yeah, you had a lot of arguments, but, you know, a little screaming, a little yelling here and there, but it would taper off, and then you just had to see who was going to melt down and say the first word again afterwards, you know.
Yeah.
Kind of schmooze it over a little bit.
Right. Because you loved each other, and you
Yeah.
knew you were there for the long haul. Yeah.
And most of them were just stupid little arguments that never should have happened. It just, you know, they just do.
They just do, yeah. And it's okay, because we're human. We're supposed to, say when something is unpleasant.
Yeah, yeah. Just,
So it makes sense.
what are you up to?
Going back out here.
Again, you feed the cats?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, how are the cats doing?
Hmm?
How are the cats?
Oh, they're fine. They were up here running around.
Oh.
We taught Ruger, the oldest one, how to roll over,
Ooh.
how to sit up, and how to stand on its hind legs and get a little, like you feed a dog a little treat.
Nice.
So yeah, Ruger will come up and lay down. You can keep, roll over, and then she'll roll over. Passing
Kitties.
time, fool around.
Yeah. We have a little cardboard box that we put a string on, and one of the kitties will get in it, and she'll go for a ride in the box.
Yeah.
It's so cute. It's so cute.
Yeah.
And one kitty won't.
Give them a little nip of catnip once in a while and watch them play around with that.
Oh my gosh, they love
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah. They're good cats.
Yeah, really good.
I wish they'd dig up a couple more moles and
Do their job.
they
Yeah.
gotta leave their little trophies laying. You gotta look before you step out the back door in the morning. You never know what you're gonna find laying there. Little mouse or
Right.
a
Yeah.
couple of feathers from a bird or something, but
Yeah.
that's what they do.
Yeah.
Cat's a cat.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty awesome
It's
little
not like
critters.
they're not fed good. Even Christmas, they eat better than I do. Christmas.
I'll bet.
Crazy.
Yeah.
They're good little pets.
Oh man. I mean, saying that you wish something was different means that you didn't learn, the
The
not
only
to do
place
it.
I've never been that I would still like to go to before I pull the plug and croak would be I'd love to go see the Painted Desert and the Grand Canyon. I've never
Oh,
seen either one
man.
of those. Why we didn't swing through those when we were on our bike trips, I don't know. We just never
Yeah.
did. We went a different way. Or
Where's the
something.
painted can? Is that Utah?
I think so, but it's
Okay.
just so.
Oh man, that sounds great.
I mean, the sand and everything is all. I mean, that's why they call it the Painted Desert.
yeah,
The sands are different colors. I mean, vibrant colors of sand. Really.
it sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's like you drew a picture with a paintbrush. It's just
Oh my gosh, yeah.
purples and greens and reds and yellows. I don't know why the sand and stuff has different colors to it, but it does.
Yeah.
I can remember when I was a young kid, you'd be watching before that, biographies and stuff or documentaries on the Painted Desert, or I think it was Walt Disney that made some of those movies, adventure
Right.
movies,
Oh right, a whole bunch of
about
natures.
animals or the Painted Desert or the
Yeah.
Grand Canyon, and whoever narrated through it. And those are the ones I like to see.
Yeah, and David Attenborough was always really great.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh,
That,
those nature shows.
Who is that one great adventurer? Jacques Cousteau.
Jacques Cousteau, yes.
I love watching his stuff, but
Yeah.
can't even find it on any old
Oh.
clips or anything anymore.
Maybe on YouTube you could put in his name and I'll bet something would come up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some cool stuff on that.
Yeah, I like those. That was a fun trip. Expensive though. Jeez.
Ooh, the salt flats, yeah. They're kind of just mystical or something.
Yeah, I mean it's just miles of perfectly flat ground, but
Yeah.
boy, just like 20 grit sandpaper, I mean.
Right.
Geez,
Yeah.
you'd be shredded like a potato if you ever,
Took my shoes off,
Wow.
shoes and socks off, and went walking into the salt flats, and then your legs get really itchy.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I don't recommend doing it, but it was really cool, and I had to do it as a teenager.
I remember
so
one time
just to do
we
it.
were somewhere in California, out in the desert area in California, and they had what do you call the little, like a miniature tornado, the
Like a dust devil, a dirt
dust
devil.
devils and stuff.
Yeah.
We used to wait until we could see a big dust devil. Then we'd like to go out and get right in the middle of the dust
Yeah.
devil. I mean, get in it,
Right, I've done that before. It gets into your eyes.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Just something different,
Yeah. Just because it's like, hey, this is a tornado, a mini tornado.
Yeah,
They're
basically, I think
exciting.
that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
Just miniature, but strong in some cases.
Yeah. It's cool.
Anyway, when we were down there at that point, I don't know why, but I went up and stuck my hand on a cactus,
Ooh.
'cause I
Right.
just wanted to feel the cactus. I mean, I
Yeah.
just went like that, I
Yeah.
didn't
Did it
grab
hit
it or
ya?
nothing. Oh, I was picking
Oh
little
my
things out
gosh.
of my fingers forever.
Wow.
I'd hate to fall into a bunch of them.
I know. They're pretty
I don't know why I did
intimidating.
it. It was stupid though.
Oh my
Boy,
gosh.
they just
Well,
millions of
it's-
little bitty prickly things stuck in you just by
Right.
just barely touching it.
Wow. Yeah, I've never touched one, but I've gotten really close, and I wanted to touch it also. It's hard not to touch something.
Yeah, well, it says don't touch them, but
Yeah.
gotta do it anyway. Took when I was
Oh, the
in the
aircraft-
Navy and we were in
Yeah.
the South Pacific and stuff there, and
What aircraft carrier were you on?
huh?
What? To give me the lowdown, your year and.
Oh, I was
Like,
on the USS Coral Sea aircraft carrier, and the USS Kearsarge, and the Ticonderoga, and one other carrier. What the heck was the name of it?
Well, you were on a lot of ships.
Well, some of them are just temporary duty for a couple
Okay.
of months, and then you'd go back to shore
Yeah.
duty or port, and then back out on another carrier with your aircraft group you were on with, because I was an Airedale, Naval Air, and I was a structural mechanic, so on a lot of the flights that you went on, I had to go with them, or I was assigned to go with the
Oh.
division because they needed a structural mechanic,
Okay. Yeah.
and half the time I didn't do anything, but
Whoa.
just a matter of being there if they needed you. So.
Right.
But yeah, I remember I took some. I never have been able to find them though. I don't know what I was looking for them the other day. I was looking through the Hope chest and everything, trying to find pictures and stuff of when we'd go out and you'd be in a typhoon or something, because
Ooh.
you have to. If you're in the South Pacific and there's what they call high winds and heavy seas or a typhoon or whatever, your ship has to put out of port and go out to sea. You got a chance to battle it out at sea. In port, you don't stand much chance,
Right.
But I forgot where I was going with that. Just the power of the ocean and stuff. I mean, if you're going out there and the whole aircraft that you're on, I'm talking an aircraft carrier, that's a big ship.
Yeah.
To where it goes down in a swell, to where all you see, like you're just in a pocket of water,
Whoa.
and then it bring you back up, and then it seems like you're way up here, and just you had to tie yourself into your bunk and everything.
It's got to be amazing adventure.
Power
though.
of water is just
Wow.
water and wind. It's just out in the ocean. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
You just can't fathom the tens of millions of gallons of water just throwing you around like a BB in a bathtub.
Right. Yeah.
Billions of pounds of pressure beating you all over the place.
Right.
But that's when you hope you got a good captain. But everybody knows their job, so.
Nice. Yeah. Highly trained. Hats off, to the
I can remember
armed forces for sure.
I can't remember if it was in Yokosuka or Sasebo or Japan, what port we were in, but when you go into port, there was this young gal, little Asian gal. She had a little beer stand, and as you go out the gate and you're going into, they call it the Navy towns or whatever, for liberty and everything, but she used to be
Yeah.
standing there, and it used to be this little, it wasn't much more than old pallet boards and 2x4s and cardboard knocked together in some fashion of a little hut.
Nice. Yeah.
That, but that's where she'd be standing there singing a song, and I don't know if you'd ever heard it or not, but it was "Treat me nice, treat me good, treat me like you really should," because I
Oh.
don't have a wooden heart. And
Nice.
she'd be standing out there, "Treat me nice, treat me good, treat me like you really should." She'd be singing this song, and you'd get yourself a couple bottles of beer to get you into town, which you were on foot, and then you'd go out and do your normal.
That is so cool. And to remember her little tune,
Yeah, you
I
just-
mean, that really puts a lot to the picture there.
just,
It's really cool.
I can't tell you how many bars you were in sitting there getting pie-eyed drinking Akadama red port wine. You'd go in there and you'd sit down and you'd have a little table made out of a couple of cardboard boxes or whatever they fashioned together, and
Yeah.
sitting on an apple crate type of thing, and you'd have old Papa San bring in a big block of ice. I mean, big block of ice.
Yeah.
Then you'd order a bottle of Akadama red port wine, and that you just set it on the ice, and that's what kept your wine cold. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, that
get
sounds
snockered
amazing.
out of your mind.
Well, you guys deserved a break.
Yeah, but
Gotta have a break.
I'm a little overboard sometimes.
Did you ever get into any fights?
Oh yeah.
Oh, who were the guys you get into fights with? Other Marines or Navy guys? Or?
Sometimes you'd have a little dispute with somebody else that maybe you were having a conversation, shall we say, with some little Asian gal for whatever, and some other sailor or jarhead Marine
Ooh,
would
the
come up and
jarheads.
start, trying to
Hey,
take
that's
over.
my girl.
Yeah, and that would start a fight. And,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, just yeah. But you always tried to go on liberty with a buddy. They call it the buddy system.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea.
So if one got too snockered, the other one supposedly help you get back to ship, you know.
Yeah,
They didn't care what condition you got back to the ship on as long as you got back.
yeah.
And at that time it was Cinderella Liberty, which means you had to be back on board by midnight,
Oh,
1 minute after, and
you're
you'd
in
get
trouble.
put on report. and,
Oh, man. Yeah, that's not
You know.
good.
Yeah.
Cinderella.
Yeah. That was a long time ago. Wow.
Wow.
Dennis H. Anderson was one of my buddies we go on liberty with. They were just a little guy. Not very big, not very tall. But that little son of a gun would get you into more fights and busting up more stuff, and
That's funny.
you'd go
Dennis
back
the
with
Menace.
a black eye or a bloody nose or some daggone thing.
Oh, no. He was letting off his steam, though. That's what you're supposed to do
He'd
on
start
Liberty,
more-
right?
Start more things going. Then you had to learn how to dodge the shore patrol.
How do you do that?
Stay out of their way. Hide.
You gotta hide.
Run. Hide.
What are they about?
Shore patrol. Military police.
Okay. If you're too drunk or something, they bust you. Okay.
Or
Yeah.
you don't have your white hat on, or
Okay.
you get some kind of trouble going or a fight or something, and
Ooh.
they grab you up and take you back to your ship or put you in the brig, and
Uh-oh.
they'll send a master at arms from the ship to come and pick you up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's got to be.
Most of the time you just had to pull some extra duty or something as a
Okay.
repentance, or you lose a few days of liberty or something like that,
Right.
If it was something serious, then you'd end up going to a court martial and lose a stripe.
Did you ever have that happen?
No, I was.
Oh, good. You
Fortunately, I
learned the ropes.
came up with enough excuses to stay out of that. But
Nice.
it's different out there now, though. Wow, compared to when I was in. Wow, they're straight laced and
Ooh. Really
extremely
strict.
professional.
Yeah.
But back then, we were straight laced and professional.
Right.
We thought. But compared to today, no.
Well, that's
You just got to learn how to say yes, sir, no, sir, and
yeah.
always follow your last order first.
Yeah, that's a good plan. Yes, sir.
Rule of thumb, follow your last order first.
Yeah. Follow the last order first. Oh,
And it that was a lot of years ago. Wow.
yeah.
1960 or something. Where is that? Is it 40, 50, 60? 65 or so years ago, whatever. Yeah, that's about right. You know.
It's a good life, though. Sounds like you had a really good life. It's not over, of course. Uh-oh, somebody's going somewhere.
You see, that's what I mean. He'll sleep all day long. Here it is, almost 1 o'clock. And he's going to jump in his truck. And he's been laying in his bedroom all day long, doing nothing, playing on his phone, sleeping. Then all of a sudden
Teenagers.
he gets up and takes off someplace. You don't see him until 9 or 10 tonight, and he comes back home again. I don't know.
He's doing something.
Yeah, I don't know what. That's what bothers me.
Kids these days.
Keep telling him, no drinking, no booze, and no drugs of any kind, you know.
Good, yeah, that is good advice.
Keep your nose clean. You know right from wrong. Just stay away from it. You don't need it.
Yeah. That's very good advice.
Yeah, I don't want him to get into having a liking booze or something, you know.
Right, yeah.
Too easy to slip into something that you stay with the rest of your life and kill yourself off.
Right. Yeah. The 7 deadly sins, they call them that for a reason.
I'm gonna go over the luggage for a bit.
Huh?
Go over the luggage for a bit.
Is that all the mail there is?
That was, that was just tucked in the door.
Huh?
That was tucked in the door.
Oh, Les must have been here.
Yeah.
Now I'm waiting for the pest control guy to get here, but he hasn't shown up yet.
Oh.
Taking small amounts to that St. Jude's Hospital for children.
Aw, good.
Not much. I mean, $10 here, $10 there, you know.
Well, I mean, that makes a huge difference, though, because if everybody does that, that's a lot.
It's
That helps little kids. It's good.
it's the only one I know of that all the monies goes where you want it, where you intended it to go, not lining somebody's pocket someplace, you know.
Right, yeah.
I mean, it goes for the
Goes to the right spot that you want it to. Thank you for talking to me, Richard.
You're welcome.
My friend
I don't know what
Richard.
you're gonna do with it.
Well, you know, I have a YouTube channel, so say hi to YouTube.
Hey, hello.
Thank you. All right, I'll see everybody later.